What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I am finna give my 2026 NFL playoff predictions. We're gonna alternate from side to side, starting from the wild card and go back and forth. So let's start with the first game on the AFC side, the Chargers versus the Patriots. The Patriots are the number 2 seed, had themselves an incredible season. I did not think they was gonna make the playoffs going into this season. Yes, they had a cupcake schedule, but still, you had to win some of these games. And the Chargers O-line is beat up. Herbert has a broken hand. I love everything about Herbert. He's one of my favorite players in the league, but I do think at New England that the Pats are gonna win and advance in the AFC side of the playoff bracket. So I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots right there. The 6-seeded Bills going against the number 3 Jaguars. I feel like Josh Allen is in prime position to have some type of run in this playoffs, whether it's a conference finals or a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, no Mahomes, no Joe Burrow. Those are the only 2 quarterbacks he done lost to in this playoffs. The Jags have a little bit of playoff experience. Trevor Lawrence has been going crazy these last like 6-7 weeks of the end of the season. But it's just hard for me to bet against a playoff Josh Allen against a team that doesn't have a lot of playoff experience. So I got Josh Allen and the Bills advancing in that. And then Texans, Steelers, Texans, enough said. Yes, I'm a salty Ravens fan. Steelers just beat us. Steelers K. Um, Moving over to the NFC side of the bracket, the Packers going against the Bears. This game right here is so 50-50 because this is not a true 7 seed. That division was so close when you incorporate them, and then the Lions and Vikings, both of them won like 8 games apiece. Like, so this is hard to pick. I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm pretty sure Jordan Love is meant to be back for this game. I think he had like a concussion or something. I just love the Bears defense a lot. Like, the way they've been taking that ball away, they're number 1 in turnovers. And I feel like they're going to make whoever it is, Jordan Love or Malik Willis, whatever one of them starting, I just feel like they're going to give them hell. So I'm going to go with the Bears to win. The game in the wild card rounds I'm most excited for right here, Eagles and 49ers. I feel like this is going to be a banger. This is the most 50-50 game right here. To me, not going to lie to you, I have no idea who's going to win. I can see both sides. Like, I still don't have my prediction for who I think is even going to win this game. But if I had to make a final prediction, I'm going to have to go with the team that's a little bit more healthy. I think the Niners have been playing amazing. Through all the injury they done had with Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Brock Purdy, George Kittle being in and out the lineup, I'm pretty sure Trent Williams may be back for them, so that'll be a big plus. But that Eagles defense has been top 5. They've been dominating all season. The offense has not looked like the offense from last year. If they can get that offense to look like the one from last year when they won the Super Bowl, I feel like they could easily repeat, but it's just not been clicking like that. And we done seen Hurts have games where this nigga has less than 5 yards in the entire second half. But I do feel like they're going to turn it around in this playoffs. I'm going with the Eagles to win that game. And then we have the Chargers going against the Panthers. The Panthers upsetted I said the Chargers. The Rams going against the Panthers. The Panthers upsetted the Rams earlier in the season. So I wouldn't be shocked if they do it again. I'm not gonna lie to you, Matt Stafford, he only played bad in 2 games for real. That's against the Falcons and the Panthers, where he had like 3+ interceptions. Those are the only 2 teams. So I don't know, maybe they can find that same look and hold Matt Stafford and make him look terrible again. But I'm not betting on it. You know what I'm saying? The Panthers just lost their last 2 games. They only got in here because the Falcons beat the Saints and beat the Rams in the final 2 games where nobody gave them a shot. But they are just the weakest seed in this entire playoffs, even though they're a 4th seed. I'm going with the Rams for the win. Now we move back to the AFC side, and we have the 1-seeded Denver Broncos coming off the bye, going against the 6th seed Josh Allen. Bro, if this is the only team that I think could beat Josh Allen. I ain't gonna lie, these are these two teams, or whoever, I feel like whoever wins this game is going to the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna be on the spoiler alert for the Texans and Patriots game. I feel like whoever wins out of these two is going to the Super Bowl. Like, this will be the most entertaining divisional game to me. You know what I'm saying? If it was to happen, I think you can throw like the Niners going against the Seahawks, or the Rams going against the Seahawks as a close second, or put them number one. But this game right here will be so generational, a pure offensive juggernaut in Josh Allen, Superman, going against the best defense in the league that's been shut down. You got Defensive Player of the Year from last year, PS2. You got Nick Bodito, like, going crazy. Fourth quarter, Bo has been real. RJ Harvey has been hooping ever since JK went down. It's just going to be an amazing game. And I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm not going to lie to you. I got Josh Allen winning that game. And crazily enough, I do see Josh Allen walking into Denver and winning in a close one. A close one. I can see him walking into them and winning, because both of these teams they play their best ball in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter for both of these teams. We've seen Bo do incredible things in the fourth all season long, and we've seen it from Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying? Even though he missed that 2-point try against the Eagles a couple weeks ago, every time this team comes out of halftime, they're just like a whole nother team. It reminds me of when my Warriors in 2022, where he was just the best third quarter team in the league. We was beating teams in the third quarter by like 15 plus points, and that was helping us win games and stuff. That's what this Bills team remind me of. So I got the Bills beating Denver, bro, coming off they 1 seed bye. And I know it's crazy, it's wild, but I do got them doing it. Texans versus Patriots. I feel like this is going to be a bloodbath, but crazily enough, I'm going with both of the upsets in the AFC. I don't know how smart this is for me to do that. I got both of the 1 and the 2 seed getting eliminated, but I got the Texans, man. I do think the Texans are going to go to a conference championship game for probably, I'm guessing, the first time in their franchise career, because I'm pretty sure they don't have no success like this. Like, every time I think of the Texans, I think of poverty and them getting bounced out of the first or second round. But I do think they're going to do it, bro. CJ Stroud has been playing great. That defense has been clicking all season long. They are pure shutdown on that side of the ball, holding teams to like 3 points in the fourth quarter, which is fucking insane and nuts. So, hell of a season by Drake May. But if they do go against the Texans, I do think the Texans are going to win. Switching sides, Rams versus Seahawks. We saw this game happen, and the Seahawks won in overtime the last time this game was played. Is this fit? I think I got both 1 seeds getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the same thing I just said about the other side of the bracket. Whoever I pick between this, I feel like that is my Super Bowl team as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to Rams and Seahawks, I just feel like those are just the two best teams in the NFC, and they're gonna match up in the second round. Just like I feel like those were the two best teams in the AFC when it comes to Bills and Denver. So I do feel like the Rams are gonna get it done. I'm just not gonna lie to you. I feel like the Rams are going to get it done. I love what the Seahawks has been doing. Speaking of defenses, I've done a lot of defensive talk in this video. That Seattle defense, the way they just swarm the 49ers, and they play amazing on the road too, but they got all home games. Actually, I think I talked myself out of it. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. My playoff bracket may already be wrong anyway. We going with the Seahawks, man. Let's see the Seahawks in a bowl game. You feel me? Actually, I think I'm contemplating again. I'm going with the Rams, bro. I ain't gonna go with the Seahawks. I was finna switch to the Hawks, but I'm going with them. It's so 50-50, bro. Eagles versus Bears. I do think this is where the Bears' journey is gonna end. They're great at taking that ball away, but I just feel like the Eagles, I can see them walking to another conference championship appearance, bro. Like, that Super Bowl pedigree just means so much in this playoffs, bro. Especially a fresh team like the Bears, who ain't been in the playoffs for a while. I love what Caleb and Ben has been doing, but You know what I'm saying? Great season by them. I feel like they're just gonna improve on into it, but I got the Eagles winning that one. And then my two conference championship games, the Buffalo Bills going against the Houston Texans. And like I said, I told you, Bills, Rams, Super Bowl. Hey, it's not much to talk about right there. I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like that's just the right move if these games were to happen. Now Saquon did throw a party on the Rams last year when they met off. It was at the second round or maybe that was the first round. He had a ball. You know what I'm saying? That offense have not been clicking like that this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get it going when the playoffs come around and they do end up beating the Rams if this was to be the matchup. But I got the Rams winning, and then Josh Allen, man. Maybe I'm just a Josh Allen glazer, and I'm crazy for having this man storm through the NFC, being the lower seed in every game and winning. But I just got him doing it, bro. The Texans did beat the Bills earlier in this season as well, but I have Bills versus Rams in the Super Bowl as my Super Bowl 60 prediction. And if these two teams meet, I do think that the champs are going to be the Los Angeles Rams, bro. I do think the Rams get it done this year and they hold that Lombardi. They are my pick to win this entire Super Bowl. I feel like they had an amazing season. Matt Stafford is probably gonna win MVP. They lost a couple games late in the stretch, and they lost to the Raiders, I think, in the beginning of the season. That really cost them that number one seed by. But if Devontae Adams comes back from his hammy problem and the way Puka, Matt, and then that defense been playing good enough to win, I think they're just the most all around put together team. At least Josh Allen makes the Super Bowl, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if this was the matchup and Josh Allen wins, to me, my top contenders are Rams, Bills, Broncos, um, Seahawks, and the 49ers. I feel like those are the only teams I think they can generally win the Super Bowl this year. But those are my Super Bowl 60, well, NFL playoffs prediction and Super Bowl 60 prediction. Let me know yours down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for much more, and I'm out. Peace.